Hey guys, we've tested some unusual huggers recently. There's that Tatung, there is that Thomas, and now this is an unusual Nutone hugger. So I always wanted one of these Nutone huggers, but I wanted a 4-blade only, 52-inch version, and originally I wanted it in brown, because I believe they made them in brown, and I thought having a brown hugger was just so cool. But then when I saw this, I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Maybe I want this instead. It's the standard Nutone hugger motor, but it's got hacienda irons and veranda blades. And I'm trying to think of any other Nutone models besides the veranda had the stencil blade option. I think maybe the hacienda did. I know the Sea Island and the Slimline, both you only had the option for teak. What other Nutone models are there, Metal Pete?
Slimline, I said Hacienda.
Hacienda. Sea Island, Veranda Deluxe, Veranda.
And the Friction Drive.
Friction Drive is also the Veranda.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think maybe it's Hacienda blades and irons. I think these were an option for the Hacienda as well. I'd have to check a Nutone catalog. But either way, either this came from the factory like this, or it was like a showroom thing that like one of their customers was like, I want those blades, but I want a close mount, and this was the way that they did it. So let's give it a try, Metal Pete.
All right. So, let's see.
That pull chain's a little rough, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Does it need some WD-40?
Yeah. I can grab that real quick. All right. Okay. Off, so then medium, low. Okay. Alright.
I don't hear any bearing noise, but it hums a little.
Sure. Say 0.39 and about 29 watts and just over half a power factor. Let's bring it to a medium.
So I'm trying to decide if I want to keep this or not. If I don't keep it, then I would put plain blades on it and use these blades on a veranda and then sell or trade it. It would still have the cool arms and the cool shaped blades, but I just would keep the stencil.
Okay, so 0.49, 44 watts, about 3/4 of a power factor.
If you were to install it somewhere, you could probably eliminate that hum, because I think that hum is vibration. So it'd be a matter of putting some vibration isolating material between the motor and the bracket, and between the bracket and the ceiling. It's pretty metal on metal. And also that housing is loose because we didn't have the right side screws. So I was wondering if that was going to vibrate, and it is. So that's where that vibrating is coming from. We thought we had the right size screws, and we put them in there and saw that they were loose.
Yeah.
So that won't vibrate with the right size screws. If I have them, they're buried.
Okay.
That's a little disappointing on high. It doesn't go very fast. I wonder if the capacitor's failing.
That's possible. That's something to look at.
Nutone's definitely had a batch of bad capacitors at one time.
Oh, yeah. 72 watts and about a power factor of 1, so yeah. Could be. That is.
Yeah, it doesn't quite go very fast on high.
Yeah.
It's interesting because the blades that would normally come with it are actually wider than these. So theoretically, at least, it would be slower.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it is a capacitor that needs to be replaced. At some point, if I ever hang it anywhere, I would test the capacitor first.
Well, let's do the decade box anyways.
You do reverse?
Oh, no, I did not. Actually, no, I forgot about that. Alright, let's try that. I'm getting 0.42 on reverse low.
Some Nutones were just slow too, though.
Yeah, well that I do know.
Some Slimlines and Sea Islands and Haciendas, the spinner motor ones, were just, you know, randomly slow.
42. Five, 3. Not really much fast.
Went up to 0.7.
Points. There is bearing noise.
A little bit on high, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if we were going to install it anywhere, we definitely need to do some TLC.
Yeah.
Check the capacitor value. Treat the bearings. If I don't install it, like I said, it could easily be somebody else's with different blades. I wouldn't feel terrible parting it out either, because the blades and irons are probably the most useful parts of it.
Well, let's see what it does on the decade. 1, 2, 3. I can see it's trying. 4. It's struggling. Yeah, it's got stiff bearings. It's...
Yeah, I'm sure it hasn't been ran in a while.
4. And here's 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 12. 13. 14.
Yeah, a little bearing noise plus the rattling housing. I was worried that was going to happen if we didn't have the right size screws in there.
Yep. 6, 3. What's it do on high? Well, it hit a high, so. X2. 16. Let's see, what's it do on high? I'm like right there almost. 17.
Careful. So you can't,
Yep, I'm right at high on 17.
Okay, because you can't go up to 20.
No, let's see, I'll just go one more over just to see if it... Yes, it's going over.
I bet you it's going to be real noisy with the solid state, given all the other things making it noisy currently. But I've been wrong before. Let's check it out.
Alright.
So far, so quiet.
Yeah.
See how long that lasts. I'm hearing the same hum that it was giving us on, it's, you know, without the control, but no new hum.
Nope.
Yeah, if we had more time or if we had immediate plans to hang this somewhere, I would definitely work on it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like the screws is a really simple fix, and even the bearings could be made better with just a little bit of TLC.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, today we just got to get through testing as many as possible.
Okay.
You want to do 0 to high?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Alright. Here's 0 to high. Oops.
0.69 is as high as it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for watching. We got a lot more coming your way.
Mm-hmm.